Thank you all for joining the live AMA session today. My name is Henry from Blockchain Army, the leading media agency on the space that aims to promote the adoption of blockchain technology. And I will be the host for today's live AMA session with two anonymous guests from Sandwich Network. We are podcasting from Blockchain Army YouTube channel, so if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, press the like button, and turn on the notification because we are coming back with new live AMA and other interesting video every single week. We will have two interesting giveaways, which are pre-live giveaways and in-live giveaway. The first one is the one that has been posted on Twitter account where we will pick 5 lucky winners. And the second one is where 5 of the best comments or questions that are dropped during our live will be picked. And remember to put your Telegram username in the comment, and those two will be rewarded 200 USDT in total. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so before we meet two guests today, let's get started and have a look at the trailer of Sandwich Network.
Have you heard tools generally used by crypto traders on decentralized platforms in one place? Sandwich Network is the definite hub to start a cryptocurrency project. User-friendly and permissionless access to anyone. Sandwich is truly decentralized and non-custodial, so any user that connects with a Web3 wallet can mint, launch, lock, and use all future dApps.
So what exactly is it that you are building?
Let me explain it to you. We are building an extensive ecosystem of DeFi apps, all under one roof. A one-stop shop for minting, launching, locking, auditing, charts, and tracking. But also for SafeU, KYC projects, advertising, and incubation. Through Sandwich, project starters can easily create, build, and scale new projects without KYC and applications. And investors will have their own user-friendly hub with all necessary tools for investing in non-KYC projects without worrying about stuck funds and botted pre-sales. For more information, check sandwich.network/token and read the Sandwich pitch deck.
Okay, so that is some brief information about Sandwich Network. And to let you guys know more about this project, let's meet the CEO and the COO of Sandwich Networks, RV and JB. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, nice to hear you guys today. And let's get started by introducing about yourself first. Let's start JB.
Hello. So I'm not the COO actually. I'm the CMO of the project. My name is JB, and like stated, I'm the CMO marketing officer of this project. Yeah, that's in short what I do for this project.
Yeah, and thank you, JB. And RV.
Yeah, thanks for having us. You can hear us, right?
Yeah, I can hear you well.
Okay, great. So I'm the COO. The CEO, he couldn't make it, but I have everything anyone who would like to know about Sandwich Network. I run the day-to-day operations at Sandwich. So you can think of the business development side. I talk with investors. We have a lot of calls with other backers, launch pads, the listings on centralized exchanges, all that kind of stuff. And happy to be here.
Yeah, I'm happy to meet you guys all here today with the two C-level officers from Sandwich Network, and think that you can give us a lot of information about your project. So let's start with by introducing about your project. So first of all, the name is quite interesting, Sandwich. So how did you come up with that name?
Yeah. So because we are focused on decentralized finance, we seen a lot of growth with particular applications like sushi or Sushi Swap or milkshake finance, but also Pancake Swap. And we believe that the main feature for us and the name is because we are also a food item. So we thought, okay, let's check for what kind of food item is still available. And yeah, we like sandwiches a lot, so we thought we name it sandwich, and also because partially because of the whole branding possibilities when you have this kind of food item, and we chose for a logo with sandwich as kind of like character, so we can also start using it in different settings, as you can see on our website. So we are using the sandwich character everywhere. So that's also good for our branding capabilities.
Yeah. To me, it's quite catchy and cute. Yeah, the image of the
Exactly.
sandwich. Yeah, with the face and the hands and legs is quite catchy to me. And
it's also because of a lot of Asian. The Asian community really likes kawaii. Kawaii is kind of like the whole style we are looking for at sandwich. So a whole happy settings and different elements we are using. So yeah, thanks.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Arvi, for giving us the quite interesting information, and also about Sandwich Network. So, what does Sandwich Network do, and what is the vision of this project?
Yeah. So what we really believe in is decentralized finance applications. So we've started investing in different projects ourselves. We came across a lot of different applications you are using when investing in those projects. So you're using, for example, to invest on DXL or whatever, an IDO platform like DAO Maker or Polka Starter. You will use your tools on KuCoin or DEX tools, and then you will have to invest or keep track of your investments with PancakeSwap or Uniswap or whatever DEX you need to use on whatever chain you are on, of course. And we really thought that this was a very outdated kind of way of investing. We have not only in DeFi, but also in general in the crypto space. So you will need different applications. So you'll need to connect your wallet every time with different applications. And that is kind of like what we thought, okay, we need to solve this. We need to get all the applications you normally would use to launch your project or invest in a project in one simple to use interface and all interconnected applications. So you only have to connect your wallet once it into the ecosystem, and you are able to use all the applications you normally would need to connect to individually. And that's how the whole idea came to be, and that is how we envision Sandwich Network as a one-stop shop to invest in DeFi tokens, or for project creators who are looking for the tools to create and manage their fundraising goals for their projects.
Okay, so it's quite interesting. I mean, that is one-stop network. So can you do many things, and you apply it to the project. Many steps that we need to do now with different apps is now integrated into one single app, one single
Exactly.
network.
Yeah.
Okay, quite interesting. So that is about the project, and you guys here is as the representative of the project of the Sandwich Network. So what about the other people? Like, can you give us more detail about your team, and how do you guys work together to build things from the ground?
Yeah, of course. So JB, myself, and CA, we are all from the Netherlands. We know each other for a very long time. We grew up together, and we just started to invest in different blockchain startups and in different tokens as early as 2017, 2018, I believe, we invested together also in one of the first ICOs. That was Neo. And we made a profit from that. And starting from then, we just learned a lot about blockchain in general, the technology behind it. And we invested in some projects together. So that's the core team. So we know each other like very close. Then we have another our CTO, that is Sergey Golovac. And Sergey is helping out with his blockchain developers team that is scattered around the world. So we have coverage around the globe. So we have someone in the US, we have someone in Thailand. And with this, we ensure that we are up 24 hours. So we can just keep on developing, essentially. So we have 2 business developers, and we have 3 people in our marketing team that are helping JB getting his goals done. So we are now with 10 members or so, and like 4 or 6 flexible workers that are helping us with our goals. And we have also contact with Boosty Labs and Rock and Block. Those are development companies, blockchain developer companies with over 100 external blockchain developers, and they will help us whenever we feel we need some extra hands to be faster, or to give us some feedback on our development. That's kind of like our team.
Yeah, sure. And I think this is like multinational team. It's
Exactly.
a lot of members from different countries around the world. So I believe that you guys have faced some challenges during the process, during your work, especially in the time of during the pandemic. So can you share us more about the challenges that you have overpassed, and how did you come over with that challenge?
And what kind of challenges you are aiming for?
Like the challenges when you're working with each other, and also when you develop the project.
Yeah.
Like, do you face any challenges? Have you faced any?
So the main challenge for us was getting traction, getting some interest from VCs. And what was happening is that we financed our first application out of the 4 that is going to be the Sandwich Network. We financed this ourselves. We have been working very hard for the last 7 months to create something to show the VCs, because we believe that there are a lot of projects that are promising the world. They are creating a pitch deck, a wonderful pitch, and blah blah blah. But afterwards, they can't deliver on the promises. So what we really liked to do was we are kind of like no nonsense. So we wanted to first create it and finance it ourselves, and then come to the VCs and show them, hey, we have a wonderful idea, and we developed the first application ourselves already. So you can know that we are capable of delivering our vision. So we did all of that. So that was kind of like our whole just grinding time. And then 2 months ago, we finished our beta, our MVP. Then we started to contacting some of the VCs. So we made a complete list of different, maybe over 120, 130 VCs. And we emailed every one of them. We messaged them via LinkedIn. We messaged them via Telegram, whatever needed to be done. But we got 0 response. 0. So that was quite frustrating, because the whole play to earn games were everything was going up, and there were a lot of VC money throwing around. But those projects didn't have anything to show for. So that was kind of frustrating for us because we've been working our ass off for the last 7 months, and we come to you, and no one is responding. So that was quite difficult for us. Luckily, we haven't given up, and we got in contact with our lead VC, that is Magnus Capital, and Magnus has provided us with intros. They very much believe in our project. They have taken a large sum of our cap table in the seed sale, and then they introduced us to their network, and mostly to those same VCs that hadn't responded first at us only, and now those same VCs, they were interested because Magnus has vouched for us. So that was very good, but that was kind of a challenge for us because we know we have something really, really good, and we have a ready product, and then we didn't get any traction. So that was kind of like a challenge we had to overcome. But luckily, Magnus did see the things we envision, and they are very much behind us in this. So that's great.
Yeah, sure. And I know that 2021 is like the booming of blockchain, and the project is growing up like mushroom everywhere in the world, and it's quite difficult to get to be aware to get the world be aware of to our project. But luckily we have gone quite a long far way, and with in 2021 and in 2022 will be very promising time for development. So do you have any plan ahead for this year, and what is the target for Sandwich Network to achieve in this year, in 2022?
Yeah. So I completely agree. 2021, 2022 will be a very important years. Have been important year, and it will become a very important year to establish Sandwich Network as a blue chip project and company. And what is planned is that we planned our launch, our IDO launch will be on in January. So I will get my exact schedule here. It's here, I think. Yeah. So we finished the strategic and a private sale. And what we are doing right now is we are aiming for the 13th January to have the public sale. Actually, we have 4 100K IDO listings. So one is with Infinity Pads, one is with what is it called? CyberFi Samurai. One is for Sandwich Network, of course. That's the last one. That will be held on our own platform to show everyone how good it is working. And one is still being determined, but probably will be. I can't say yet, but it will be a very nice launchpad. So that is kind of like what we are aiming for 13, 14, and 17 January, and 18 January. Then we will have TGE at 19 January at PancakeSwap. I will send this form also in the group later, so everyone can have a look at it. And then afterwards, after 19 January, probably 6 days, 7 days after, we will be listed on one of the top tier centralized exchanges. Also, I can't name the exact one, but it will be one of the main top exchanges. Also, because of the connections our VCs are having, but that's also great. So that's for the whole the plan for the launching. Afterwards, we are planning. We already have over 8, nine different updates ready for our launchpad. We are not implementing it right now because we want to keep the community engaged. So what we are doing instead, we have plans for every week after TD one new update, and I can give you some examples of those updates. One of the updates will be multi-chain, so we will cross over to Avalanche, Ethereum. We have Polygon ready, and we are looking at Solana. But Solana is a different coding language, so it's a little bit more tricky. But those 3, 4 are ready. Then we have an airdrop, multi-sender. We have ready whitelisted private sales. So all kind of useful stuff will be coming out every single week. And in the meantime, we are releasing those updates for one of our applications for our launchpad. We will work, we are working, but we will be working on the next application, big update for our ecosystem. And we have approximately 12 weeks. We are needed 12 weeks to complete one application. So you will have 10 to 12 little updates on one application, and then you will have one application added to the ecosystem. And so we will have approximately in 5 months, 3 to 4 months, when the whole ecosystem is ready. And in the meantime, you will get a lot of smaller updates per application. So that's all planned out for 2022. Yeah, and of course we have the staking and the farming solution ready. So whenever someone is buying Sandwich, they can stake their tokens and get very high APYs and get even more Sandwich tokens.
Wow. So I can say that it's very, detailed plan, as you can say.
Yeah.
And I think the most important date that the audience need to remember now is the IDO date of Sandwich Network, right? It's on in January, right? And the date is okay. You have mentioned already. So I think if there is any updated about the project, if anyone interested in Sandwich Network, you can also be updated when you get into the Telegram group chat of Sandwich Network or Twitter account of Sandwich Network or on the website. So I think that everything is available for everyone.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay, so you mentioned about the token and so the staking and the staking mechanism. So can you clarify more in more detail about the tokenomics, and what is the utilities of Sandwich token?
Yeah, so for the tokenomics and for the whole distribution, I already checked, but I can't share my screen, I think.
Actually, you can share it. There is a little button here. You can share.
I need to check this.
Mm-hmm.
The bottom of your screen.
Sorry?
At the bottom of your screen, maybe I can do it. But
could you share your screen, JB, and with a pitch deck? Maybe we can get through the tokenomics real quick with a pitch deck. I think that is easier than
get the pitch deck
just check
here.
So I think we could just wait for a moment. It's more easier to have something to visualize more than just sharing by orally. Just
one moment.
Wait. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. here we go. Okay, can you see my screen now?
Can the technical team have the sharing screen from JB? Okay, here we go. Yes, you can change to the
Pitch deck? Okay.
your pitch deck.
Where is it? One more. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Let's go to the tokenomics. RV, can you see my screen?
Yeah,
I can see it.
Okay. Let's go straight to the tokenomics are not in here.
Yeah, it's there. You have to go to the go down. So yeah, this is Sandwich token, but you can go to 9, I believe. To one down. This is the allocation.
Yeah.
So we can start off with the allocation and how it's distributed. We can go up to the utility of the token.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, JB.
Yeah, no problem.
So for the allocation for Sandwich, what we are doing, we have allocated 80 million tokens for the seed sale, 120 million for private, and 25 million for the public sale at different prices. So you'll see 0.012, 0.014, and 0.016. So that is our fundraising. That are our tokens that are available for fundraising. Liquidity pool will be 20 million. It's 80% of our 80% will be added to the 80% of the public sale, so 25 million tokens. So that will be 20 million tokens will be added to the liquidity pool, with of course the 80% raised BUSD on the IDO. Then we have the ecosystem incentives. So this is the biggest allocation size. I wanted to use another word, but I don't know. But it's the biggest allocation size. And why? We use the ecosystem incentives for our farming and our staking solution. So we are still deciding on different methods. Probably we will be having a Sandwich BUSD farm on PancakeSwap. And what this will do is incentivize our users, our community, to add liquidity to our pool. They will get their LP tokens, and those LP tokens will be they can farm on PancakeSwap, and they will in return get more Sandwich tokens in their wallet. That will be the main feature of the ecosystem incentives. Team is 150 million tokens, so it's 15%. Advisors is 50 million. Marketing is 100 million, and treasury fund is 100 million. And maybe it's better to go down to the release schedule, because we have a very innovative solution to our token release schedule. So maybe JB can go down one page.
Yes, of course.
Great. So what we are doing, we are creating a very, very low market cap. We are starting at TGE with 80K. So that's very, very, very small amount. So we can go times a lot. What we are doing, we have the seed sale and the private sale. We have a 1-week cliff at TGE, and then 10% unlock and 50% unlock. What will happen is that we are having 20% unlocked at TGE for the 400K IDO. So this will result in an 80K, 10% of 400 and 20% of 400. Will result in an 80K starting market cap. So yeah, that's that. And for the team and advisors, it seems a lot. Can you go up one more time, JB?
Yes.
So this is quite a lot, 15% and 5% of the team and advisory tokens. And when we can go down again, JB, yes, thanks. You will see that the team tokens have a 6-month cliff. So the team will not get any tokens released in 6 months, so 0. And then we are using a revolutionary linear vesting method that is not based on a single amount of time. So what this means is that we are vested for 24 months and we are vesting per millisecond. So every investor, they have a page. On this page, you will see everything you need to know about the project and about your investment. So you will see 365 days of linear vesting. And every second, the smart contract will release your tokens. So you are paying the full amount and you will get your tokens. You will see your tokens there. And every millisecond, becomes more tokens available because of the dripping and the millisecond releasing of tokens. And then you are in control of when you are claiming your tokens, the tokens that are available to your wallet. This one saves enormous gas fees, and this is what is it called? This is making sure that we don't have any particular dumping moments, coordinated dumps, because when you are having weekly vesting, releasing, or daily or whatever, you have a certain amount in the future, or time in the future. Sorry, of time in the future, where 100,000 or 200,000 users will get their tokens, and of course, maybe they don't want to sell because they believe in the project. But the possibility is, and the more reasonable solution is, to create an environment where people who want to sell can sell, so they can safely offload without interacting or making huge amounts of fluctuations in the pricing of sandwich. So I believe we've came up with it, but I really believe that we are the first ones that are doing this. And also in this matter, we have a lot of VCs that are already clients now of ours because they also want to use the solution. Yeah, so that's kind of like what we are doing with the tokens and how that works. Do you have any questions about this before we are moving on to the token utility?
I think that is quite in detailed, and quite surprised with the releasing mechanism that you have here with the calendar. It's quite brilliant, I have to say. Yeah.
Right. Thank you. Okay, then we can go up to 8, I think. It is the sandwich token. Yes. So the utility of the token will be, of course, the farming solution and the incentives for staking will be high. So people will be buying it to get some extra APY. So that's one of the some of the incentives, but it's not really a utility, we believe. The utility of the token will be at first discounted prices, discounted fees with using our platform. So when you are creating, not investing, but when you are creating a project on our platform, it will cost you a certain amount of BUSD or BNB or whatever, or Matic or whatever chain you are on. This will result. This is kind of like the fees you need to be paying. When you have your an X amount of sandwich in your wallet, these fees will be reduced to 10 times less. So it's a really good incentive for people to hold sandwich if they want to create a project on our platform. That is for the application we have ready now. For the next application, Sandwich Save You or IDO Launchpad, we'll have a fixed tier system a very regular tier system that everyone has, like DAO Maker, DuckDAO, Polka Starter. Based on the number of sandwich tokens held, holding more tokens will mean higher pool weight and possible allocation sizes. For the sandwich tools, our next application will be holding X amount, will get you access to different parts of exclusive features and exclusive tools that are non-accessible without sandwich tools, or sandwich tokens, excuse me. So those are the main functionalities, the main utility for the token at the beginning of the ecosystem. But with every application that is being added to this ecosystem, because we have a lot of plans also for auditing, for example, we are talking with a lot of auditing companies or contractors to have some kind of sandwich audit solution to also make sure that the project that are being launched, that their contract is sound. So we are looking into that as well. And also, for example, how to create a DAO. That's also an application we are looking into to integrate in the ecosystem later on. So what I'm trying to say is that with every new DApp that's being added to the platform, this will result in more utility for the sandwich token, and of course for the token holders in general. So yeah, with every new application, there will be more utility, and these are the first utility for sandwich token.
Okay. Yeah. I think it's quite interesting to hear. Everything is in detail about this, and I'm sure that our audience here today and watching the live is now be enlightened. Is now enlightened with what you have shared. So thank you, RV and JB, for giving us many information about Sandwich Network. And I believe there are many questions that are waiting for you guys from our audience to be answered. So before we move to the second part of the live Q&A, so I think that we should take a little bit break and watch again the trailer of Sandwich Network.
Yeah.
Have you for tools generally used by crypto traders on decentralized platforms in one place? Sandwich Network is the definite hub to start a cryptocurrency project. User-friendly and permissionless access to anyone. Sandwich is truly decentralized and non-custodial, so any user that connects with a Web3 wallet can mint, launch, lock, and use all future dApps.
So what exactly is it that you are building?
Let me explain it to you. We are building an extensive ecosystem of DeFi apps, all under one roof. A one-stop shop for minting, launching, locking, auditing, charts, and tracking. But also for SafeU, KYC projects, advertising, and incubation. Through Sandwich, project starters can easily create, build, and scale new projects without KYC and applications. And investors will have their own user-friendly hub with all necessary tools for investing in non-KYC projects without worrying about stuck funds and botted pre-sales. For more information, check sandwich.network/token and read the Sandwich pitch deck.
Okay, so let's move on to our 5 questions that are picked. And you can see that there are many questions that are dropped in the comment part of the live about the project. And it's great to see, great interaction from our audience with the Sandwich Network. So let's move on with the first one. Are you ready? Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the first one is, how will Sandwich Network solve the existing DeFi problem like gas cost? I think that you have already mentioned that. Complex DeFi strategy and fraudulent project, and how Sandwich Network can have to increase your client investment.
Yeah, of course. Very good question. Thank you for that. whoever sends this in. Yeah, okay. So those are actually a couple of questions. So let's start off with the first one. How will Sandwich Network solve existing DeFi problems like gas cost, complex DeFi strategies, fraudulent projects? And how Sandwich Network can help increase your clients' investments. The second one I don't really understand. I believe that when you are investing, the main question is this meant for why Sandwich token will go up? Is that one, or how we will help project starters or people that invest in projects on our platform to increase their investment? So that is like a follow-up question. I don't know if he can elaborate on that. But in the meantime, I will give answer to the first one. How will Sandwich Network solve existing DeFi problems like gas costs, complex DeFi strategies, and fraudulent projects? So gas costs are actually embedded into the chains they are on. So, for example, Ethereum has very, very high gas costs because Ethereum is being used that much, and a lot of other factors that make Ethereum a lot more expensive than, for example, Binance Smart Chain. This will be solved when Ethereum goes to Ethereum 2.0. But yeah, when this is going to be, we don't know, of course. But how are we solving gas costs? I think the investors, and the project managers, they can choose from multiple chains to get a gas cost and gas fees. They are they can find acceptable. So, for example, Binance Smart Chain has a very low cost. That's also why Sandwich token is on Binance Smart Chain and not on the Ethereum network, because of the high gas fees of Ethereum and the low gas fees on Binance Smart Chain. And our application can run on both, and it will be running on both. But our own native token will be held on Binance Smart Chain because of this particular problem. Complex DeFi strategies. I don't know what you mean by this. Do you mean leverage farming, leverage trading, arbitrage? That's all DeFi. DeFi jargon, and it's all DeFi strategies, but I don't know what you mean by that. Fraudulent project. We are actually implementing a Know Your Customer, an automated Know Your Customer API, and that is on Fido. Onfido is a partner of ours, and it's also being used by a lot of banks. So you don't have to fill in Know Your Customer application forms or stuff like that. No, you just are needed to make a picture with your ID and or passport or whatever, some kind of identification form, and your face next to it, and the application will check this, and you will be screened automatically. So we keep it as decentralized as possible. No human errors, just a computer that is solving the Know Your Customer needs of Sandwich. And that way we hope to only get a good project on. And that's not the only thing we are doing. We also have anti-bot mechanism in place for our pre-sales and private sales. Plus, we have whitelisting services service, and we have. No, I think that is most of it. I think that's most of what I can answer.
Yeah. Okay. So I think this question is quite tricky because it's covered quite a large area of the project, and some of it you have some of the aspect in this question you have mentioned already in the previous part. So yeah, I think it's for anyone who put this question, I think your answer satisfied them. So thank you for answering. Let's move on to the second one, also with a very long one. I think I will have to reword this a little bit. Sandwich Swap is only support within the Sandwich project ecosystem. So is that true? And in the future, does the project plan to develop any other network besides Binance Smart Chain? I think it's
And that is
already.
that's already answered. So we have multiple chains, and we are continuously developing other chains. So that's answered. The first question is Sandwich Swap special or only support with the Sandwich project ecosystem. So Sandwich Swap actually will not be an external DEX because for the simple explanation that if we were to create a new DEX, we are and will be the direct competitors on every chain through the dominant DEX. So on PancakeSwap, we will on Binance Smart Chain, we will be competitor of PancakeSwap. On the Ethereum chain, we will be competitor of Uniswap or SushiSwap or whatever. On Harmony, we will be a lot of competitors, and we really believe in adding to this system and not needed to have 100% market share. So what we instead are doing, we are creating Sandwich Swap as an interface to be able to access PancakeSwap or Uniswap or SushiSwap or whatever chain you are on through our network, so that you are still keeping your ecosystem, you are still keeping your one-stop shop, but you will be using an external application on our platform, so that we don't have to be in competition with every DEX on every chain, because that's a fool's game, we believe.
Yeah, and also it's better to be like cooperative and
exactly.
Yeah, and also we provide the customer like a more convenient way of.
It's also it's a convenient way, and it's also because PancakeSwap, SushiSwap, Uniswap, they are already established, so they have a very, very, very large user base. When we give them access to this, we really much believe that those users will also, they could become users of the Sandwich Network ecosystem, because they can still access their DEX through Sandwich, and they don't have to switch from DEX, so they need to learn again how it works. No, they can just keep your wallet connected in the ecosystem, use the application we provide, and keep on using your application you already use. So yeah.
Yeah, I think it's much smarter way of dealing with the problem right now. So so thank you for the second questions. It's quite interesting one. Let's move on to the third one. So can you talk about the fees that the user had to pay when launch, mint, and lock the currency token in Sandwich Network? And Sandwich token is a token used to pay fee, or can BNB or USDT? I'm not sure about the last part of this question, but let's get started.
Yeah, so the fees they have to pay for mint, launch, and locking on Sandwich Network, those fees will be paid on different chains. So when you are using Binance Smart Chain, you will be paying in BNB or BUSD, because those are BEP20 tokens. Yes. USDT, for example, and Ethereum, those two will be used for when you are using the Ethereum chain. When you are using Harmony chain or Avalanche, the native tokens and one stable token on those particular chains will be used and will be able to be used to pay for the smart contract interactions and the services on Sandwich Network.
Okay.
So yeah, just to be short, it's the native token plus a stable alternative on every chain. So we have two options.
Okay. Yes. Great. Thank you. This is quite direct answers, but I think it's covered enough about this question. Let's move on to the fourth one. I think is also very interesting. It's about the trend of Web3 in crypto. So Web3 is a upcoming trend of crypto. So what makes Sandwich stand out from other rival projects?
I also find this one a little bit general, but I'm trying my best to give him the appropriate answer. So yeah, Web3 is kind of like a word that is being used for the next revolution in internet and web. So that is a new way of accessing restricted content. For example, you have on Web2, you have Netflix. You need your login, or you need to pay for something. Then you have your content that is locked. In Web3, this will become not. This will become, for example, if you are having one NFT or a token that represents your ownership or your ticket or something like that, you won't have to have any login information. You will just have to connect your wallet, and they can see that you have paid for something, and you have that particular key to accessing that restricted content. But that is one of the things that makes Web3 so fascinating. And it will be driven one of the how do I call it? It's very exciting, and there are a lot of things that are containing of Web3. So it's not a trend. It's not an upcoming trend of crypto. No, it's the next step in our internet experience. So yeah, so what makes Sandwich stand out from other rival projects? I believe that's not a question that is correlating with the Web3 thing, but I can't answer that question separately. So what makes Sandwich stand out from rival projects? So actually, we don't. Like I said, we aren't aiming for 100% market domination. So we are having a market share because we have the ecosystem and we have different applications. All of our applications individually will have competitors. Those competitors are already established, but we have the same level of quality and hopefully a better user experience than every application separately. So we really much believe in the power of convenience, so that we don't have to be 100 times better than our direct competitor, but we only have to be as good as them to gain some kind of market share, because we have our unique selling point is that we have everything in one place. So you can move to different applications really easily. And this will make sure that we can be in competition. We don't have to win everything. We don't have to eliminate DAO Maker or Polka Starter. No, we really much believe that there is room for us at 20% or 25% of launching of those particular projects. And if we do that in every segment, every application, we are venturing into, this will get us a lot of revenue, and we can grow our platform exponentially. So that's kind of like our vision and our idea. We can compete with every application individually, but there is no one that can give the user experience that we are bringing to the table, because they are all separately, and we are one easy to use interface, one easy to use ecosystem.
Yeah, sure. I think it's good. This answers is is enough. It's covers enough about the questions about the Web3, and also showing out the USP of Sandwich network. It's quite it's whoever put this question maybe satisfied with your answer. Okay, so let's move on to the last one. The last one is about NFT. So NFT is one of the hottest and the most sought after topics in the blockchain space right now. So can you share your opinion on NFT with us. And what is Sandwich Network's approach to the NFT sector?
I think this is also a more general one. So NFTs are non-fungible tokens, of course, and they are mostly being traded on the Ethereum network as ERC 2720 tokens. What Sandwich believes is very important about NFT technology is the how do you say it? Is the experience and is the sort of kind of like key an NFT token can provide or can represent value at different applications or in different points in time in the blockchain space. So, for example, one of the very useful things about an NFT would be for streamers or creatives. So, for example, let's say you are a singer, you create a song. In the traditional way, you will go to a record studio or a record company. They will assign you, you will get your payday, and you will get 20% or 15% percentage of total sales. So that is like a centralized system, and it is like you have a middleman that gets a cut. What Sandwich also, but me in particular, what I really like about the NFT space and NFT topic is that you, as a creator, you can cut out this record studio. You can be in full control of your created content. So if you have a song, you don't have to pay or only get 20% of your work. No, you will get 100% because you will distribute your album or song or whatever as an NFT. And what happens then is that your fans, you are fully funded and financed by your fans, the people that buy this NFT. You will get a large customer or following and a large community around it right from the start of your release. So that is one. So you get funded by your community, by the people that love your work. So that's one thing, and you will keep the 100%. And third thing is the royalties. So when it's being sold on to another one, you not only will your community profit from this, but you will also get something in secondary sales. So those are the three things that I really think will reshape the whole publishing and the whole or artist world. And I think that's a very good place to start off exploring what NFT technology could bring to the table in the future. For now, Sandwich, just a last comment on the NFTs that are being widely used right now. A lot of NFTs are just bullshit, of course. A lot of NFTs that are being created today are just pieces of art that are being sold to the highest bidder. They will get some hype, and eventually it goes to zero. So that's kind of like my opinion on NFTs like now. But there will be some kind, like in every market, there will be some kind of NFTs that will keep on increasing in value, just like in the normal art world, because the Mona Lisa is not going anywhere soon, and I don't think Bored Ape Yacht Club will go anywhere anytime soon. So you will also have some kind of different kind of NFTs, but I think 80% of NFTs that are created right now are not having any value in 5 years. But on the other hand, the NFT technology behind it will have a huge impact on different industries. And one of the examples that I mentioned was the artist industry and the music industry. So yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that point because there are many things being NFT ties. I mean, they are turning into the NFT, and they are being in the auction. They are being auctioned with very high price, a lot of money, and it seemed to be that for most of the people, it seemed to be like not something to have too many value. But I think in the future, when the application of NFT is more widespread and people understand more about the blockchain technology behind it, so I think this will be a very useful technology, very useful way to store and, like you say, to reshape what we are trying to do now on the publishing and commercializing the product of the artist.
Exactly.
Yeah. So thank you for your answers about the previous the last 5 questions. So that is very in detail one, and I have to say congratulations to those questions who has been picked, and don't hesitate to contact us for your prize. So that's all for the question for our guest today. And right now we are moving on to the pre-live giveaway winners announcement. So let's take a look to our lucky wheel and see who are the 5 winners. Okay, so congratulations to the username are shown on the screen, and later on we will post on our BSE Army Twitter account the full description of how to claim your reward. So let's looking forward to that. So thank you, JB and RV here, and has been appeared here today with Blockchain Army. It's been a great AMA session, and we have to know more, cover quite enough about Sandwich Network, and we have a deeper understanding, insight about the project. So before we go to the last part of the AMA, do you have any word to say with our audience?
No, I think everything has been said and explained very well through RV, I think. And at last, I just want to thank everyone for joining this AMA.
I can't seem to hear you anymore. Can you hear me still?
Yeah, Avi,
we can hear you.
Yeah, we can still hear you.
Okay.
Okay, JB.
I don't know how this happened.
Okay.
No problem.
But yeah, maybe let's just do the conclusion. And for anyone that is interested, please join our group and get into it and just read our white paper, our pitch deck. Go to the website and just do some due diligence on us. Just do your own research. And if you have any questions, just ask me or ask GB or one of the other team members. Of course, they are all in the chat.
Yep.
And we are happy to answer it.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, thank you, RV and JB, for being here today. And you can find them and also in the chat group of Telegram or Twitter account. You can chat directly with our C-level officer here at Sandwich Network. So guys, also join our Telegram group Army to receive more updated news every day about highlighted project, crypto news, and moreover, the ideal information and many giveaways. So thank you all for staying here today until the end of the AMA. And I'm Henry, and we'll see you in the next live AMA session. Goodbye.
Goodbye.